Welcome to the Adelaide Oval, Australia Day 2007, a sellout crowd, perfect conditions. England have won the toss, elected to bat. This is their opportunity. The pressure not on the Australians, but certainly on England to get some points and play well with the bat. Strauss and Roy to open the innings on what appears to be a dry but firm pitch.
Let's play, gentlemen.
It's going to be Brett Lee to Andrew Strauss. Oh, there's off a shot. Dangerous, very dangerous. Wow, what a great way to start. It's been judged LBW once in a test series doing that.
Australia Day's here. And Brett Lee thought it was all his. A little wry smile from the umpire. Lee was right up at the batting end. He turned around, asked the question of the umpire, just expected the finger to go up. I wonder why. How does it look? It looks high, that's about it. Andrew Strauss, no need to leave that go.
There he goes. Bang! There she goes. Yoo-hoo! Over she goes for 6. That's his method. On to the Chapel stand. Out of the park. Great to see.
If you get the ball in the right spot, it's pretty easy with the new ball. He's really just got to use the pace of the bowler. Doesn't have to swing really hard. He's picked it up from outside off stump.
Gone! That's what happens. Batsman at the other end gets out. Big wild slash, squeeze strikes. Good catch by Gilchrist. It's a disappointment for England.
Well, they just can't get a start, England. On this occasion, it's Loy. He got the one that was wide. Tried to slap it through the covers. A little bit of outswing there for Brett Lee.
Wicket to Brett Lee. Mal Loy goes for 9. 17.
That's a very good stroke. In its way, that's the stroke of the day so far. Mal Loy's is the most thrilling stroke. But the control and effect there was ideal from Ian Bell. Oh, that's a fine stroke. Good smooth use of the feet from Andrew Strauss. The Australians are very good at it. Strauss gets away with one. To do with Lady Luck turning his way. Fantastic shot. Ian Bell got onto the length of that so quickly. The trivia at the moment. Oh, that's gone. Andrew Strauss yet again gets a start. 17 he's made. Comfortable take for Adam Gilchrist. And a huge smile for Mitchell Johnson.
Well, the woes for Strauss continue. He was behind the 8 ball. You just felt that there was some momentum going his way. He was using his feet. He's just not watching the ball close enough. Gone for 17, 2 for 47.
And that's gone straight down the ground. And is he going to catch it? No, he's not. Bouncing away. Oh, it's gone all the way. So that's the line he's going to want to bowl. Oh, he's got him. There we are, short outside off stump. He's cut it straight to backward point. And so yet another one to Clark. He's now got 1 for 20. Caught at backward point there. Michael Clark taking the catch.
So Michael Clark taking.
Well, that's in the air, and this is out. He's got him. So another one out. England again get themselves to just over 4 and over, and then lose another wicket.
They frustrate themselves, I think, the England batsmen. They feel as though I'm not doing enough here. I've got to do something, and then they try and do it off the wrong ball, wrong choice of shot. It smacks of desperation, their batting. It's not working well for them on the scoreboard. It's now 4 for 79.
Catch!
That's straight to mid-off. This is nothing short of embarrassing. This really is. Straight down mid-off's throat.
It's only embarrassing if you're an Englishman, Anthony, or if you've played for England. But it really wasn't very smart batting. You either need to go right over the infield or you hit it along the ground. Good bowling by Simons. The ball hit high up on the bat, which means that he's beaten him in flight.
Oh dear, how was that? We talk about attacking fields, having to slip up and have a bit of a Australia Day nod. God, he gets him a wicket for the overthrow. Always happens, something happens. Ricky finally takes the catch. Seemed to be a slow delivery. Flintoff is 139 k's, just trying to glide it square of the wicket. He deserved that wicket. He's bowled a very good spell here, Mitchell Johnson, and England in disarray at 6-103.
Yes, well, we talked about last day, but Ricky Ponting has got himself in there just for that shot. Looks to me like Andrew Flintoff has a real problem there. Ball wide of off stump.
Gone! Beautiful bowling, good line, good length. Coming forward, Mitchell Johnson. A superb left arm delivery, pitching it on seam, moving it across towards slip. Gilchrist takes the catch. It's almost all over Red Rover at the 29.2 stage of this match. Beautiful bowling.
It is. It's consistent bowling. It's always at a strong pace. And the lines are ideal, making the batsman play.
Here it goes this time. Yes, he's got him. It's 8 for 106. A double wicket maiden. No. What can you say about that? Either of you'll do.
The answer, not much. Came in, played in this one. Bob went up on the leg side. Now Bob's went up straight to Michael Clark at backward point. Johnson's bowling well.
Correction, I bet. Oh, that's out too. Yes, he's just nicked it straight to slip. That's well bowled. I think I'm going to say Australia had this incredible backup of talent. A little nick there and so comfortably taken. Almost a formality.
Very few people in world cricket pick Brad Hogg's wrong'un. It's been on show twice today, once to Flintoff, once to Tremlett, and Tremlett is the wicket he gets.
Easy catch.
That's out. Caught and bowled. That's all over. He knocked back a single just before that delivery was bowled, and he then tried to turn it away on the onside and just chipped it straight back.
And all too easy for the Aussies.
Adam Gilchrist on strike to Liam Plunkett, coming from the Cathedral end into the breeze. 2 slips in, a point cover mid-off. 143.6, that's quite sharp. A little bit of outswing there as well. There he goes, Gilchrist away. Glorious drive, almost rocking onto the back foot that time. It'll go all the way. This time into the gap again. Just superb placement, controlled shot by Adam Gilchrist. He's just a wonderful cricketer. Over this time. Same result. Going around the wicket, a mistake to the left-hander, I feel. I know he gets knocked over once or twice, but he hits straight through the line. There he goes. Superb batting out of Gilchrist, giving the crowd something to shout about here at the Adelaide Oval. 4 fours off the over. 5 overs gone, none for 27.
Definitely rarely fails if he gets to 20 and the ball's been along the ground.
Just oh, this is a mix-up. This could be out. Oh, I think he's gone. I think he's gone. That was a very good throw, actually. Hayden said no. Gilchrist, well, he almost got down there and back again. And it looks to me as if Flintoff's got a bit of a problem as well. That ball flicked his, either flicked his nail or he's got a dislocation.
Well, the problem that Matthew Hayden had, who was the non-striker, he had to go back in his crease because Flintoff did get a hand on it. He was almost run out himself at the non-striker's end. That's why he then called no to Gilchrist, sent him back, and in the end he was miles out. 23 off 19, 1 for 32.
Oh, he's got that away fine for 4. Cannot bowl straight.
It's into the gap this time, Ponting. Superb onside player. Plunkett, too straight. You can't do that to Ricky Ponting, one of the best onside players in the world. Again, great use of the feet. Plunkett too straight, certainly, but Ponting beautifully balanced the previous four as well. His head's down over the ball, timing superb. This time he gets it fine. Another boundary. That's a red glance. Far too straight, Plunkett. It's a big learning curve, and you're only chasing 11. You need to be spot on. Ponting gets it fine. That's 4. Pushing it down the leg side at medium pace. He just swung it around. 4 more to Ponting.
More people saving the boundary and the single. That's better. 1, maybe 2 for that. They'll look for 2. Should get it. It's good running. It's not always the easiest place to bat when there's more fieldsmen saving runs. 1 for 94.
Chris Tremlett is the bowler, and Ricky Ponting is the man forcing the mistake in the field. England have just had a nightmare on Australia Day, as if to rub salt into their gaping wounds after this tour. They won the toss, batted in good conditions, and made nothing of it. They made a fair enough start, but then they collapsed. And if you have just come in, they were bowled out for 110. Adam Gilchrist then played some fabulous strokes, 4 boundaries in 1 over before he was run out. Since then, Ricky Ponting and Matthew Hayden made their way towards England's total. 1 chance missed. Ponting was dropped and slipped off Panesar. And Matthew Hayden finds a boundary. A characteristic stroke. Just out of the reach of Panesar, wide mid-on. A loud cheer. Relief, I think, as much as anything, from the crowd as well as from Matty Hayden.
I think the pictures of the fish got Matthew Hayden going. He loves his fishing. He'd have been delighted to see that rather large snapper caught by Steve-O and the other boys. I reckon they might have been suicide fish, though.
I don't care how many balls I've faced. The bottom line is, for Australia, we get there within the 40 overs, we win with the bonus point. It's a glorified net session, if you like. He's played in watchful fashion, always mindful that he was behind the 8 ball in terms of a strike rate, but he's doing his job, and hopefully the selectors are looking, thinking, well, he's doing what he's had to do. He's not sort of setting the world alight. Maybe this will go a long way into setting up some form that he can carry through this Commonwealth Bank series.
Now he finds another space on the offside. Takes 9 from that over, bowled by Chris Tremlett. It's 1 for 103. There's the stark reality of a day that England will want to forget. In fact, they'll want to forget the Adelaide Oval on this tour. They've had triumphs here in the past, but this has been really bad. They lost the Test match from a position of great authority. And they've lost today, humbled, humiliated, some might say. Playing way, way below par against a mighty strong Australian team who only have to smell blood.
You can be tight there, Fred.
And they go for the kill like no other.
Yes, go back to the 3rd night of that game, the Adelaide Oval Test match. That, to me, was the turning point for England. They did play well in the first couple of days of that test, and then had Australia, I think, 4 for 312, chasing 550 in that game, and I reckon they switched off. They thought, OK, the game's going to be a draw. We'll just meander through the next 2 days' play. Australia didn't meander through it. They went for the jugular. They tried to win a game that was unwinnable, and that's exactly what they did. And from that moment on, they've had their foot right on the throat of England.
Yeah, I think the reality, though, when you match the 2 sides up, is the Australian side has got such greater talent right the way through, balance, and fill that with all the recent success and the confidence, England would always struggle in this competition against them, but they're not putting up a fight. I think there's probably too much talk going on in their camp, not enough action. And really, they're at a loss to find a way out of it. Maybe it's time for a day or two to get out of the nets and, I don't know, enjoy some of the sights around the States. Go and play some golf. I don't know what you think about that, Tub, in terms of, you know, when it can get so heavy, this game can become the most complicated game in the world, and yet it's a simple game. Sometimes you might need to walk away from it for a couple of days. It's got to that desperate level, I think, with England.
Yes, quick, yes, quick.
But on the basis of what you said in the period between the innings, it's the mindset, isn't it? It's 1 for 105. Just 6 now for Australia. And Ponting's trying to do it in one hit. It won't make it. It's 4 of them, however.
Well, that's incredible in itself, the way in which the captain of Australia wants to finish this game. He was trying to hit that into the member stand. And more salt to the wound for England. He didn't quite get hold of it, so it's only 4. And now 2 runs for victory. But the intent, it's all right, I'm going to finish at this ball.
I reckon he wanted to get a 50 with a 6. He's now 49. So he's got a chance to hit the winning runs and make a 50.
And news has come through that Mitchell Johnson is man of the match. There's no surprise there. He picked up 4 for 40-odd. He bowled with great skill. He bowled lovely lines. He bowled with pace. He bowled some good cutters. He's a burgeoning talent, one of a very strong group of seamers here in Australia. Embarrassment of riches for the selectors at present. And that is that. Ricky Ponting comes back for the second. He makes 50. Australia yet another dent into England's pride. They have won this Commonwealth Bank Series match on Australia Day by the huge margin of 9 wickets. They've done it with more than 25 overs to spare in the run chase. And other than a respectable start to the innings, England have never been in this game.